Have you ever stopped to think about how a nation is really built? I mean, from the ground up. It's not just about big government plans. It's about people, it's about skills, and it's about the companies that can take local talent and turn it into a national powerhouse. So today, let's explore that very idea by looking at the incredible story of one Indonesian industrial pioneer. It's a massive question, isn't it? But the answer might be a lot simpler and a lot closer to home than we think. It's a process that happens one factory at a time, one new skill at a time. And that right there is the core idea. Real, lasting national development is built on this foundation, a skilled workforce that fuels homegrown industries. When you can connect what people can do with an industrial opportunity, well, that's where the real magic happens. To see this in action, we're going to zoom in on Tangerang, which is a major industrial hub in Indonesia. This is a region that's really actively trying to connect the dots between its people and the jobs its industries need to fill. And this quote from a local official really says it all. They're not just crossing their fingers and hoping for growth. No, they are actively training people with very specific competency-based skills to power their local economy. It's a deliberate strategy to build from the inside out. And this brings us to a perfect case study of this whole principle at work. We're talking about a company that's been a part of this landscape for decades. PTITU Airconco. So based right there in Tangerang, this company is a true trailblazer. Get this. Since 1978, they have been Indonesia's very first domestic manufacturer of central air conditioning systems. Think about that for a second. Before them, this kind of crucial technology had to be imported. Now, what's so fascinating here is the journey. They started out making products under a license from a U.S. company, which is a super smart way to learn the ropes and build your skills. But the key moment comes in 1998. That's when they became a fully independent Indonesian national company, developing their own designs. This is the blueprint for self-reliance. You learn, then you become independent, and then you lead. So how did they pull that off? How do you go from being a licensee to a leader in your field? Well, it came down to a relentless focus on two things: using local content and committing to world-class quality. Okay, this number is a huge deal. Over 45%. That's their certified domestic component level, or TKDN. It means that nearly half of everything that goes into their products is sourced and made right there in Indonesia. And this isn't just about patriotism, it's smart business. It strengthens the entire local supply chain, it creates more jobs, and it gives them total control over their manufacturing process. And that commitment to local content goes hand in hand with a dedication to global quality. I mean, look at this timeline of ISO certifications. This isn't just a list of trophies. It's proof of a continuous, difficult process of meeting and then exceeding international standards year after year. For a domestic company, this is absolutely crucial. It's how you tell the world, hey, we're not just good for a local company, we're good, period. All right, let's see how all this hard work adds up to something much, much bigger. Because all this quality and local focus isn't just happening in a vacuum. It is quite literally building the country. And you can really see that impact right here. Their projects are woven into the very fabric of Indonesia's modern economy. I mean, look at the breakdown. They're in everything from commercial buildings and hospitals to critical industries like manufacturing and oil and gas. They are everywhere. Just think about it. The last time you flew through one of Indonesia's biggest airports, Jakarta, Surabaya, Denpasar, there's a really good chance their systems were the ones keeping everything cool and running smoothly. We're talking about mission-critical infrastructure. And it gets even more fundamental than that. They provide essential cooling systems for massive power plants. These are the places that generate the energy that fuels the entire nation's growth. If these systems fail, everything else grinds to a halt. And they're not just cooling standard buildings. They engineer specialized, tough-as-nails solutions for some of the most demanding environments you can imagine. We're talking offshore oil platforms, huge car factories, and even ships out at sea. That shows an incredible level of engineering expertise. So that brings us to the how, right? How did they manage to serve such a wide and demanding range of clients? Well, it all comes down to their ability to create tailor-made solutions and then back them up with incredible support. So on one hand, they have the scale to churn out a huge range of standard units for your everyday office building or shopping mall. But on the other hand, their engineers can sit down and design completely custom, heavy-duty products for those unique challenges, like on an oil rig. That kind of flexibility is a massive advantage. I love this table because it lays out their values so clearly. For every major headache a client might have, design, quality, maintenance, they have a specific answer that's rooted in their local presence. Need a custom design? Local engineers have got you. Worried about spare parts? Their local factory means they're always in stock. This is the ultimate home field advantage. So you see, it's not just about selling you a piece of equipment and walking away. It's a complete end-to-end partnership. From the very first design sketch, through manufacturing and installation, all the way to long-term service and a guarantee that you'll always have spare parts. They're with you for the entire life of the product. And really, it all comes back to this. Their company motto translates to proudly participating in building Indonesia. And based on everything we've seen, that's not just a nice-sounding slogan. It's their entire story. It's what they live and breathe every single day. Which leaves us with one final thought to chew on. The story of PTITU Airconco gives us this powerful blueprint. Start local, commit to world-class quality, build up your own domestic capacity, and become truly self-reliant. So the real question is, if they can do it in this industry, what other essential sectors could follow that exact same path to help build a nation?